And the Big M welcomes, I like to call him Captain Canada. Of course, he is from Canada, from Cambridge, Ontario. Long drive, long day for you today to get here. Superstar driver Jody Jamieson joins us in the Sulky. In town to drive Mister Herbie and tonight's Cutler, of course, and Eric Cash Hanover. You picked up that drive in the Graduate tonight. How has 2012 treated you so far?
Oh, it's been great. I got to spend a lot of time with my family in the winter months, either in Florida or on vacation somewhere. So it's been great with a young son, 10 months old, and
Jet,
my daughter.
Right?
Yeah, Jet, and my daughter Haley. We got to spend a lot of time together.
And you got to drive home after the races tonight. That's why you booked off those last two drives. Jet's got his baptism tomorrow.
Absolutely,
right?
It's 8 hours, and we're not going to be home.
I know, I've done it many times.
It's not a fun drive. So I couldn't trust the airlines to get me back. Just one of those things you can't miss.
You're fresh off the 6-win performance last night, so you're on a roll. We're expecting you to do more great things tonight. 2011, a sensational career season for you, winning your second World Driving Championship. Certainly an emotional win there. The North America Cup, a Canadian record in earnings. You had your hands on 5 O'Brien Awards as well. Third Driver of the Year. How do you follow up on that?
I don't even know if it's possible. I think, like I've always done, just put my head to the grindstone and go and drive horses, just like driving down here 8 hours to drive a great horse in Mister Herbie and obviously Eric Cash Hanover. But just an amazing year, and hopefully I can come close to matching what I did last year.
Talent and work ethic certainly plays a role there. In last summer's World Driving Championship, you won 3 of 4 races here. Now, it is luck of the draw. You got some live drives, but you certainly capitalized on them. We're going to take a look at one of them here, Military Stratcom. Now, you went to Yonkers to the 5th and final leg there with a slim 6-point lead with 2 races to win there to seal the deal. And here you are with Military Stratcom on the lead here, one of 3 wins at the Big M in the World Driving Championship.
Yeah, it was unbelievable experience to come here and have those live drives. To win 3 races at the Meadowlands, in that competition was just an amazing night. Just set me up for the next night at Yonkers, like I say.
Now you're going to go to the next one. Where's the next one? Do you know?
The next one is in France next year, right around June. It's probably going to interfere with the North America Cup, but we'll make those decisions when you come to them. But just to be able to represent my country like I've been able to do and get to see the world, it's been second to none.
And you've done it with so much dignity and respect. And we're, as a Canadian, I'm really proud of the way you've represented yourself. You're very well spoken, and you're very gracious and humble, and that certainly makes us proud again. Last June, an emotional time for you. You won your second North America Cup, but you did it for your dad. Now, wasn't this the day before Father's Day, right? Around that time, right?
North America Cup time is always right around Father's Day, but it was an amazing night. The horse was never better than he was that night. First over from about the 3/8 on, and you watch him here, just digging in through the stretch, and just an amazing. I raised the lines down by the wire there. I was pretty pumped that night.
A triumphant raising the sword, a la Ron Pierce right there. Up the credit now was to stand stud at Sealster Farms and race. Now, has he stood stud already? And
yeah.
He qualified Thursday, right?
Yeah, he's qualified 3 times.
Okay.
I believe he's bred about 70 mares this year, and that was the whole purpose. With the uncertainty that's happening in Ontario, the idea that, it's a double dip. Yeah, you can breed him and, make some money that way and then bring him back to the races. And, if people don't support him that well, you can always race him, and that's what we're doing. He'll go back to stud next year, and if he, if he doesn't get many more mares again, he'll go back to race again the next year, provided there's racing.
Those free-for-allers, the older stars, those are the ones that they're like magnets. They bring the fans out.
Oh, I think they do. Right. I think people want to see them. There was a big crowd out there. I don't know if they were there to see him so much as Warwee Needy the other day at qualifiers, but he won his qualifier in 53 and did it fine. And we're looking for he'll be racing at London next week. So I believe, like you say, the free-for-allers people like to see. I'm
sure they were there to see you as well, but and cash some tickets on you as well. But you capped your season last year with a couple of Breeders' Crown wins. I had the fortune of calling one of them, French Fries and Vinegar, in the opener from Post 10 for Jeff Gillis, right?
Yeah, I think he did a great job calling that race too. She was first over as well. I think maybe that's my move, first over at the 3/8 pole. But luckily, I've had the power to do that, and this filly was just such a great mare all last year, and she's come back a little inconsistent this year, but I'm expecting her to come into top form in the summer months.
And you also won with Monkey on My Wheel. I think Travis Humphrey was the most excited guy on Breeders' Cup night.
He was definitely, yeah, he was definitely the last guy to shut it down that night. Just a real nice story. He moved from Alberta with a couple of horses 3 or 4 years ago, and a great filly like that. He gets to own a piece of her and win the Breeders' Crown. It's Hollywood scripted.
Is she coming back? Monkey on my wheel?
She's been back and qualified, and unfortunately, I've had to choose off her once already for put on a show. So she's got a new driver this year for now. You never know. You hook up down the road.
All right, tonight your main focus, Mister Herbie, post 2 in the Cutler Memorial, $210,000. Despite a few health issues, he's quickly made the 4-year-old transition, played Giant Killer right here in the Glorious Comet final, gunning down Sandpail in 151 and 3. What are you thinking right here? Big effort.
Ken, I've had horses be stretched out at the wire and put in ultra efforts. There was none that strike me that put in a bigger effort that day than Mister Herbie. He was absolutely into his check, stretched out as far as he could possibly be to beat the world champion Sam Pell. I don't know if he'll ever come back and race that hard again. It was just an unbelievable. It's hard to describe the effort that he put in to beat Sam Pell that day. If he can even come close to that, he's going to beat a lot of good horses most of the time. I love my chances here in the Cutler from post 2. I think he's got so much class and he's so fast. I think it's going to be a tough race for everybody else.
Now, he had some hoof problems. He had a quarter crack before that, ulcer on his palate, and 5 weeks off. First start here at the Meadowlands. I might want to bet against him tonight.
Yeah, I don't know.
What do you think?
I guess you guys can do what you like. You always put a lot of scrutiny on these Canadian horses coming down here that show 5 and 6 weeks off. But that's why you have schoolers at home. We've schooled them Monday in 56, last Thursday in 56. He's ready to rock. He's going to trot a huge trip here today, and provided he got down here, I'm sure you got down here fine. I'm about to go warm him up.
Okay.
Provided everything went smooth, I think the horse will race an amazing trip, and if he gets beat, it's going to be by a Goliath effort by another horse.
Eric Cash Hanover, 53 back half last week. He's trending in the right direction. Are you going to try to leave with Golden Receiver? Because Doug McNair tried to do that in the Spring Championship and had to grab in and kind of lost his air around the first turn in that 25 and change first quarter.
Well, I don't know. When in doubt, just send them, right? So,
is that what you're going to do?
Absolutely,
just send them, right?
If there's any doubt behind the gate, I'm just probably going to send him. And he's had a few issues being steppy. I talked to Dougie yesterday about the horse, and Greg was going to shoe him. Greg, the trainer, was going to shoe him a little different for the Meadowlands, and they're expecting a big effort from him. They have 2 horses in there, and sky's the limit in these free-for-all events.
And you've got one of the top contenders for this year's North America Cup, all the classics, the Meadowlands Pace, where we need her. 149 and 2 qualifier, 26 and 4. He looks ready. He looks like a killer.
Well, a lot of people were asking me after the qualifier, where were you going? And I said, I really couldn't go any faster. I was chirping to him and yelling at him and hitting the wheel disc, and I really wasn't. He was really wrapped up. He's an amazing animal. The one thing about it, though, there's a few more amazing animals that qualified in the United States here in the last few weeks. It's going to be a great season. We're going to race him in the Upper Canada Cup next Saturday at Georgian Downs.
Right. $500,000, right?
Yeah, and there's some horses coming from here. 600,000 actually.
Oh, 600,000.
Yeah, so it's a big race up there for us, and hopefully it'll be a great race for him. He's ready to rock. It's going to be an exciting year, no question.
Well, you are ready to rock. It's so nice of you to join us here tonight and take time out. I know you want to get out there on the track and warm up Mr. Herbie and a few others. Congratulations on another tremendous season last year. A great career so far. You are an exemplary professional, a class act, a real credit to the game, and we thank you for joining us.
Anytime, Ken. Thanks.
Okay, Jody Jamieson right here, and one of Jody Jamieson's biggest fans, Bob Hollywood Hayden, is up next to preview tonight's series finals.